Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, Sony Pictures Police, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, it's Sony Pictures Police with Stuart Little, my favorite, or my very first comfort character, but oh my god, Stuart Little, ladies and gentlemen, you know why Sony Pictures Police is here? Because I got Bootleg of Surf's Up, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, look, ladies and gentlemen, a great family film, wonderfully funny, yes, isn't that what they said about The Wild, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, yay, ladies and gentlemen, look, family fun edition, oh wow, ladies and gentlemen, wow, look, and this is from the back of Happy Feet, this critical blurb right there, ladies and gentlemen, alright, and all this stuff down here is for Pebble and the Penguin, which is a movie that Don Bluth took his name off of. So the bootleggers did not take Don Bluth's name off. No, Don Bluth took his own name off. He doesn't want to be associated with Pebble and the Penguin, ladies and gentlemen. Which always was weird as a kid, because I remember I felt gaslit as a kid. I was like, I know Don Bluth did that movie, and like, I remember looking at the credits being like, well, where's Don Bluth's name? And then, sure enough, he was uncredited. And I think we've seen this disc art before. But anyways, enough. We got more penguins coming up, Mr. Feathers McGraw. Yeah, you get it? Feathers McGraw. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, ladies and gentlemen? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Just keep saying ladies and gentlemen 24/7. What is it? What is it going to be? Something good. Takes a while. Oh, look, Sony Pictures. Oh my god, Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, here comes the Sony Pictures Police. Oh my god, I'm really making a laugh riot with this video, aren't I, ladies and gentlemen? Especially when it's a DVD rip. There you go, look, oh my god, TriStar Pictures scared me when I was a little kid, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't I the biggest loser in the entire world? Come on, Trevin, look, Sony Pictures Police is totally here right now at Trevin Reed's house. Bugging Trevin Reed. Oh my god. TriStar Pictures. Oh my god, Stuart Little. Well, anyways, forget it. We don't have to go through that bootleg. But anyways, let's find another bootleg to go through real quick, shall we? So anyways, the next bootleg I have here, ladies and gentlemen, is this bootleg of Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So Martin Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. You know what? I don't know what this is down here. Suggestions for when you have no clue. Oh, wow. I don't know what that is. Oh, wow. Sony Pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, some more Sony Pictures. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that funny, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that so funny? Isn't that funny? Wow, and the QR code for National Treasure. That's pretty awesome. Special features for Are We Done Yet? And these characters are from The Perfect Holiday with Morris Chestnut, ladies and gentlemen. Or AKA Tracy Reynolds. Oh my god, it's funny because it's the same actor. Oh, look. Disturbing violent content, brief nudity and language. I wonder what the disturbing violent content is of Roscoe Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen. I'm surprised there's a Martin Lawrence movie with disturbing violent content in it. That's got to be pretty interesting. But anyways, I'm going to take this disc out, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to put this disc in, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep saying ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there you go. Okay, so I have to refilm me putting in this DVD of Roscoe Jenkins because my camera decided to not film that part, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm redoing it again, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It's a DVD rip. Oh my god, DVD rip. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. So the quality doesn't suck on this one, and it has the subtitles, but you know what it doesn't have? You know what it does not have? Are the bonus features. Look, you can't go to them. Deceptive. I will say, I do like the instrumental on the DVD menu. I always like this instrumental. But we're not going to go through that too much because we're going to put this bootleg of this film in there. And you know why we're going to put this bootleg in there? Hold on. Is it not for some kind of weird reason, but just to tell you guys how cursed I am? It's like, why do I even have a bootleg of this? But anyways, while this is loading in there, the back here is weird. They put this poster of John Tucker Must Die on this back. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. Oh, look, it's the Spyglass Entertainment logo. Yay! Just totally a riveting sign of what's to come. Spyglass Entertainment. You gotta love it. Oh my god. Oh my god, these videos are so cursed. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Gosh darn it. But anyways, going back to the case here, these credits are for the Mexican from the director of Mouse Hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I have to pull Mouse Hunt out, not because I'm trying to be an insult, just because I actually really like Mouse Hunt, because I'm the biggest loser in the entire world that has these great memories about Mouse Hunt. It couldn't be Pirates of the Caribbean or The Ring. No, it had to be Mouse Hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? I'm not even going to look through the rest of this bootleg. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter anymore. You know, nothing matters, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing does. Here we have Fun with Dick and Jane, which has digitally mastered THX on it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's fun. All right, well let's put this Sony Pictures bootleg in here. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sony Pictures. Some menu. I love the cutoff with Jim Carrey right there. But anyways, let's go to Next. You remember the show Next on MTV? Well, there's not much to it. Next here. Let's see what Next brings us. Okay, 2 trailers. Come on, baby. Let's see. Are they Underworld and Fun with Dick and Jane? Yes, they are. See, I'm like Miss Cleo. I'm a psychic. I got psychic powers. No, I'm like Raven Baxter. I got like these psychic powers, ladies and gentlemen. I should be like buying lottery tickets or something. Can't believe it. But at least the Underworld trailer is fitting just because it's a Sony Pictures film. Oh my god, Sony Pictures is all around us, ladies and gentlemen. But shit, how does the quality look like on fucking Fun with Dick and Jane? How does it look? Oh wow, wow, look at that. It looks like an Action 52 game. Yeah, look at that. Totally amazing. I mean, if that was a part of the movie, like if the movie just started out like that, I think that's pretty revolutionary. Alright, I know we're in the first minute of this bootleg or so, but I'll give it credit. At least these parts are left in fine, you know, where you can actually read the text, because, you know, in a lot of these bootlegs, they always block out the text or forget to put it in there. Alright, I'm going to let this bootleg go on a pass, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, this movie is built around on the physicality of Jim Carrey, like a lot of his comedies are, obviously. But if you can make that out, then I think you're in good hands with this bootleg. The audio isn't too bad, and at least you're, to a certain extent, making out the visual comedy. So it is still a pretty watchable bootleg, in spite of its, you know, underwhelming quality. Like I said, you really have to try hard with these bootleg DVDs sometimes, but this is one of the few where it's like, well, you could still watch it. No THX, ladies and gentlemen. I am severely disappointed. Valiant. That's the next bootleg, ladies and gentlemen. And all this stuff down here is for Man of the House with Tommy Lee Jones. PG-13 for sexual content and brief drug references. So I wonder what those are in Valiant. I wonder what those brief drug references are in Valiant. Play all tracks. Let's see, there's no audio on this menu, but you do get this slideshow. So that's pretty cool. I mean, at least they went through the trouble to give you a slideshow. Alright. Play all tracks. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh wow, let's see what we got for trailers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow, Chicken Little. Yep.
He saw the signs.
Chicken Little.
Tried to warn us.
Which makes sense. But let's see. What other trailer do we have next? For Harry Potter and I think Goblet of Fire? I don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter as a kid, so that's why I've never seen any of those films. 20th Century Fox. Ice Age 2. Alright, so at least they put some trailers in here. That's pretty cool. You know, give it that. You know, there are trailers. Can't complain about that. Quality on the Ice Age 2 trailer looks really... Actually, this kind of looks like it's shot in the theater, this trailer, but I know for a fact it isn't, so... Kind of weird that the Disney logo didn't look how the Disney logo doesn't look like theater recorded, but then when you go to the Vanguard Entertainment or Vanguard Animation logo, that's shot in the theaters. You guys hear that ruffling? It sounds like an ear infection, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I call this Valiant the Ear Infection Edition. If you ever wanted to watch this movie with, like, you know, with that sound effect, then there you go. Yeah, I think there's a good reason I've never seen Valiant, ladies and gentlemen, because boy, oh boy, this movie is boring. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who have these obsessions with Valiant. And I can't, you know, rescind those people, but, man, this movie is unappealing. I mean, at first you think it's going to be like Chicken Run, but Chicken Run's funny. This is just kind of like, well, this is just a movie. I don't know. I mean, the quality is super washed out, so you'll never be able to pick up what the visual, you know, what the visual look of Valiant was supposed to be, the intentions of it, through this bootleg DVD. Because even though it's not the worst bootleg out there, it's incredibly bland to look at. But also, let's see, I mean, what else can I say about this? I mean, honestly, it's just a really bland bootleg looking through it, ladies and gentlemen. There's really not much to say about this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, alright, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. So... there's no Spanish option on that bootleg DVD. There's only English, even though they say Spanish on the options. There's no Spanish. I don't even think it's one of those things where you have to select it in the let's see. Oh no, you have to select the Spanish. Okay. There you go. So there's the Spanish option. So you actually have to select the Spanish option as you're watching the film. Actually, kind of makes it feel a little bit more better because honestly, when you don't know what the characters are saying, you really have to pay attention to the visuals. Unless if you're really fluent in Spanish, which sadly I'm not, ladies and gentlemen. Muy bien, Sproutlet. If my psychic powers are correct, that this bootleg of The Great Debaters is nothing more than just a DVD rip of sorts, or just something from a screener, ladies and gentlemen. But we can look at the case here of The Great Debaters. And they took all the bottom and the backing from the full screen DVD of Ray and just put The Great Debaters on it. Come on. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. DVD rip, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Totally great. Totally great with the MGM line roaring there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. We have The Day the Earth Stood Still, the full screen edition, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, this is the remake from 2008. Which, according to this, was released by Warner Brothers. That's not right. That's not right at all. Oh, and 20th Century Fox down here. Well, actually, all they did was that they took the back from The Day After Tomorrow and put The Day the Earth Stood Still on this thing, ladies and gentlemen. I almost said The Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes film. That was an underappreciated film, if you haven't seen it. But, yeah, so you know why the disc is in here? Because it's already in this thing, and it's a DVD rip, ladies and gentlemen, with built-in captions, and really nothing else besides that. It has the entire movie, so, you know, there you go. I mean, it has the entire thing, and this is what the disc looks like. You know, that's what the disc looks like. Alright, real quick, we're going to go through this bootleg of Limitless with Bradley Cooper in it. So at least we got some Bradley Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. You can never go wrong with Bradley Cooper at all. Rocket Raccoon. And that's what the menu looks like. No music. That's okay. Oops, I didn't mean to click that yet. Scene selection. Alright, so this is the scene selection menu. Seems kind of advanced, actually. And what I mean by that is that most of these bootleg DVDs have very basic menus, or those really annoying ones like the ones on the blind side in the Dino Time bootleg, but this one has a pretty decent looking menu. But this is total bullshit right here. Look at this shit. Look, I'm on scene selection. I'm gonna go to languages. You can't go to languages, but you could go to special features. So let's see what amazing special features we have, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Spoken language English 2.0. And you can also select Spanish subtitles, but that's all you get. Oh wow, Lenguagues. Wow, they didn't even spell languages right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They didn't even spell that right. So play movie. And it doesn't look like a theater recorded bootleg. Actually, the quality's pretty decent here, which is saying a lot for a bootleg, because like I said, a lot of these always have just not great quality. But see, you guys, you already know that.
Look, I don't want to talk about her. I want to talk about you. Okay? Tell me about.
But hey, at least we get some Bradley Cooper, so that's all that matters.
It's
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just sorry to say that I've wasted all of your time with this video, so I'm going to go ahead and eat this Spider-Man lip smacker. You know, it's funny, I remember these things very vividly when I was a kid, so yeah, there you go. You try to swallow it. Yeah. I'm going to try to swallow it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try. Ugh. 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 The hell flavor was that? Amazing pomegranate. That's not what a pomegranate tastes like. Spider-Man was supposed to taste like a pomegranate. There's another one in here. Ugh. There's a Captain America one. The Captain America one, let me show you real quick. So the Captain America lip smacker is supposed to taste like red, white, and blueberry. Let's see. Let's see, red, white, and blueberry. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Ugh. 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 I mean, I guess you could taste the red, white, and berry. Red, white, blue, and blueberry. I guess you could taste it. Yeah. Alright, so now we have this DVD of Skyline. Or not DVD, bootleg of Skyline. God damn it! I'm telling you, I don't care anymore. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm resorting back to nihilism from now on, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I'm going back to nihilism. All right, this is the bagel. This is the bagel, Evelyn. Look, Evelyn. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Look from. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I see the Paramount logo, and you know what that means? Oh my God, look, Miller Adams. Oh my God, it's Miller Adams. Oh my God, Miller Adams is here. Hey, Mr. Adams, look, you want to go on a ride, Miller Adams? Hey, look, you want to go on a ride? Hold on. Yay, Miller Adams. Yay. Let's try that again, Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams. There you go. Hold on, Miller Adams. Oh no, Miller Adams, you're gonna scratch this disc up, Miller Adams, and I'm gonna get a bunch of comments about that because I don't take care of my stuff very well. But anyways, look, we got this bootleg of Skyline, and look, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, Columbia Pictures. Oh, look, Stuart Little and Miller Adams are here. Oh my God, because the logos. Oh my God. Oh my God, let's just put the disc in. From Pro Media, that's what it's from. Let's go ahead and put the disc in, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly gentlemen here. There aren't any ladies here. But I assume there's ladies watching. Oh wow, I see the Paramount Pictures logo. I hear some ruffling. Wait a minute. That's not... Is this Rango? This is Rango! They got the wrong movie again! Wow. Oh wow, you gotta love that. Look at that. Look at this. They're still adjusting the cameras in these logos, ladies and gentlemen. Can't even see the Blind Wink logo. Can't even see the Nickelodeon movies. They used this on the new SpongeBob movie. I was surprised to see this logo come back in the new SpongeBob movie. But this ain't Skyline. This is Rango. Oh, and it's one of those where it only has like one selection. So, in order for you to skip through the rest of the movie, you have to fast forward it. Oh, and it's not even in English, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even in English. It's a bootleg of Rango in Spanish. Espanol. Okay, it's not the fact that the language is wrong, it's the fact that this bootleg actually is kind of crappy. I mean, like, this is kind of like the Medea Goes to Jail one, where the camera is fixated in one position, and you need the camera to be a little further out away from the screen so you can make out a lot of what's going on in Rango. There's a lot of little visual gags and a lot of things that they try to fit in one frame of films like this. And it doesn't help that the real dryness of the picture quality really underestimates the visuals of Rango. I actually really love the visual style of Rango, so watching it on this bootleg is very underwhelming. Actually, this was one of those movies I tried watching on a bootleg when it came out, and I got like 20 minutes in before that thing started buffering. I think it was on that site Mega Video. Remember that, before it got taken down? I mean, you can't even see like the visuals here, like they're so dark. Like, it's so dark. I mean, you don't even know what's going on. This is a pretty bad bootleg, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually really severely disappointed in the visuals of this bootleg DVD, especially for an animated film. It just really underestimates this movie. Oh, what do you know? It doesn't even have the whole movie on it! This video is... Oh no, the Paramount Pictures police is here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a travesty indeed. Oh, but that's okay because I have an MGM. This is an MGM bootleg. I had one earlier, but this is another MGM bootleg for Mike Myers and the Love Guru. You gotta love the tagline. His karma is huge. Yes, just some amazing double entendre on this one. Just totally great. Totally great. Totally great. So great that Mr. Krabs is falling over. That's totally great. Wow, from MGM DVD, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. An ultra-cross contribution to the Lampoon shelf. And also... raunchy and offensive. Okay, well, I actually agree with this one. So this critical blurb is pretty effective to talk about the Love Guru, ladies and gentlemen. But all this stuff down here is actually for National Lampoon's Gold Diggers, and not for the Love Guru. Oh, look, it's the RID Data or the RID Data disc. Ladies and gentlemen, so let's see. Are we going to get a DVD rip on this one? Is it going to be a DVD rip? It would only have to be at this point in the video. Look. The Paramount Pictures police couldn't deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. I guess this is a win for Trevin Reed. Well, not really. Not really at all. Like, I'd take Freddy Got Fingered any day of the week over this. Like, Freddy Got Fingered is bad, but, like, that at least, like, was inspired in some of the humor. At least there's some inspiration in Freddy Got Fingered. This just feels like even like Norbit's bad, but Norbit at least like had like some unintentionally funny stuff in it. And Paramount fired this guy. Paramount fired this man. Why? Why? Did you think you were gonna get Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers said no. They said you did the Love Guru. The Love Guru ruined those chances, Paramount. Just one funny joke in this entire movie. One. Like 10 years ago on this Sunday afternoon, I'd probably be at church. It's like that song, Cruising Down the River on a Sunday afternoon. But this is what my life is meant to. This is what 2025 has meant it to, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is what 2025 did to us. I tried to watch this movie 2 years ago and I couldn't finish it, and I finally did it. I finally made it to the end of the Love Guru. Piranha Plant. We'll go watch Freakier Friday, Piranha Plant. We can do it. We can do it. Piranha Plant, where are you going? Where are you going, Piranha Plant? Piranha Plant. Oh, look. Speed. Why Speed, Piranha Plant? Why? Why Keanu Reeves? Why are you pulling out Speed? See, what did I tell you? I told you it was a telling sign. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's finally over. Oh, it's finally over. Oh my god. Well, Piranha Plant says that Speed is an alleged Christmas movie, ladies and gentlemen. Is it really? I don't believe it is. I think you're getting Speed confused with Die Hard, Piranha Plant. But who's telling? Well, anyways, so I actually saw the new SpongeBob movie. Look, I'm 28 years old, but SpongeBob is still really, really funny in some areas. I mean, I like modern SpongeBob more than a lot of people. And I've noticed that critics, like a lot of the mainstream film critics, are like really kind to the SquarePants himself. More so than a lot of the, what do you call it, like more SpongeBob fanatics out there are. Because I feel like, you know, when you see like 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, it doesn't really mean anything as far as like a SpongeBob movie is concerned, at least to me. So don't see the new SpongeBob movie because you think it's gonna have like a lot of heart to it or something like that. It's just a really over-the-top, goofy film. So what I'm saying is, if you still like modern SpongeBob, then you'll definitely still. Okay, I'm gonna go to language selection. Piranha Plant. Going to language selection. Oh look, DTS. But wait, we haven't tried DTS yet on the Wani. Does this output DTS? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to turn all of the lights off. And we're going to see if we can experience DTS on the Wani. Age-old question. Since I got this thing. And I always put the subtitles on, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to resume Speed. Okay, just think of the first movie in your head whenever you see the 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo. Because I'm not thinking of it. Do we have DTS? Do we have DTS? Oh, what the? Oh, no. Oh, what is this? Best picture, best sound. This isn't DTS. No. Oh, no. No. THX. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make a Trevin Reed video. Well, anyways, I just want to thank each and everybody who watches my videos. It means so much to me, good and bad, but definitely good. I just want to say happy holidays, be safe out there, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I remember the first time I watched this scene, I almost threw up. Oh man, that makes me laugh, ladies and gentlemen.